Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Jaguars are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Texans, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. Man open left side is Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Three yards to go here on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The fourth-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And Allen's got it. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Man in motion right, Antonio Brown. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On second down, McCaffrey evades him at the 20, and he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo being chased. Now the ball comes loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Garoppolo on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. Now Garoppolo throwing on second, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Play action, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. I feel like we just ran a marathon. That was a long drive. They probably wanted 6 if they're going to go that many plays.
And there were no checkpoints, no watering stations, nothing like that, right? Terrific job by the offense because not only did they possess the ball for that long, they wore down the defense. That could pay dividends later.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. This is the rookie from Oklahoma, Samaje Perine. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Mariota. And he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A handoff, Jeremy Langford. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cliff Averill in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Fourth down, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. They'll run with McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
is James White. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. The tight end in motion, right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And Novak's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A first down throw for Mariota. Dancing to his left. And some room to work. Finding some room at midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Forced out to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Texans scoop it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. By Beasley. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit! All right now. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Garoppolo. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. They go play action. Mariota. He'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Clay Matthews in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And McManus able to put it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Mariota to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Ayers able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. Cliff Averill in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability, he can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And a big hit. Knocked down sideways. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third and goal.
All right, now, look at 56. Detroit. Over. Detroit, go. Detroit. 3-19. 3-19. Philly, here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Novak out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he is knocked down from the side at the 41-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Mariota now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mariota, and nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. Buying time to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A gain of 35 that time. And the Jags are going to have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 10th carry now for Jeremy Langford. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jeremy Langford, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Houston. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First down, Garoppolo. That's caught by Meredith right side. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Here we go. Green, 30.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Garoppolo got to have this one. And it's complete to Kelsey. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season. So here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce.
Oh, no, he lost
knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Texans on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the wideout in motion. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Garoppolo. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone. And that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Jags, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Houston, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. For Charles.